What's up everyone, Brian Phobos here. We're going to talk about Binance and why IOTA is going crazy right now. So let's just take a real quick look at the market. Unreal, $375 million. Bitcoin's at 12,816 and have a lot of price action with IOTA, $5.27, which it's saying it's going higher on Binance. And you know, it's basically up 73% there. Monero got a huge boost, 31%. And then Stellar Lumens, 53%. That's going crazy. And EOS has just took off like a rocket here at the end of the day. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the different markets that IOTA is on. Let me click on here. So one of the things, Bitfinex actually shut down all US customers, kicked them off their platform. And so this has really created kind of a bottleneck over on a couple of the other exchanges. So Bitfinex, you know, kicked out all the US customers. Binance is some kind of exchange over in China that I hadn't been on prior to today. And then this OKEX, it's like that's out of China. And they have US customers blocked, but then I was gonna like VPN through and say I was Canadian or something, but it was like wanting a phone number and everything, and I'm like, no thanks. So then this one seemed real sketchy, this X rates or whatever this is. It just seemed real sketchy and it wasn't working. It was all bogged down. I don't know if these sites are getting DDoSed or if they're like just super bogged down with all the traffic coming to them. But over on Binance, this is one of the things I want to tell you guys. So I bought 10 IOTA, and the network, this site was like super bogged down, and then it says network congestion, withdrawal suspend. So you can't withdraw it, and I was going to withdraw it to this wallet, and we're going to talk about this in a second. So for one, with the wallet, it's actually, it's kind of hard, like in a way, because, well, for one, you have to have Java runtime environment. So that's not like a huge deal. But if you think about, Java is very computationally intense in a way. And the thing with IOTA is that it's for the Internet of Things, that it's going to allow all these microtransactions and these very light clients. So if you don't know what IOTA is, basically it doesn't use a blockchain, and it uses what's called a tangle to confirm transactions. And essentially each person will end up mining kind of their own blocks, and then like other blocks from people that are in close proximity to them, like in the tangle. It's actually really interesting. It's new technology. But I'm not going to be able to explain it as well as what this guy did. His YouTube channel is Cryptonauts. Excellent video here. I can't recommend it enough. But I mean, they even did a ton of like graphics and stuff like that to really explain like how the tangle works. So like if this was a node that you're running, and then like maybe this is someone else, and just how the kind of the math and how it plays out of being able to confirm transactions to people in closer proximity to. That's all going to make a ton more sense once you watch this video. And I honestly need to even watch it again, you know, just because it was so good and just super informative. So he really kind of does a deep dive on certain things that they said in the white paper and that. So go check that out. Go check out Cryptonauts. I'm not going to be able to explain it as well as what they did with the depictions and all that stuff. Now, a couple other things that have been super annoying is that I tried to buy some EOS today, and that transaction is just kind of stuck like on HitBTC. I'm not really sure what's going on with it. I try to look at Etherscan here to see if it's come up, but the whole Ethereum network is bogged down from everybody breeding these digital cats. If you haven't heard, CryptoKitties.co, you can breed these digital cats, and I think that their digital seed is clogging up the blocks or something. But the whole Ethereum network is to a crawl. And this is how crazy it was. So over on Binance, to get the coins over there quicker, since they don't accept Steam, usually if I have to transfer something quick and I know the exchange has Steam, like Poloniex or Bittrex, and HitBTC it has Steam as well. So I'll use that because 3-second blocks and it's there pretty much instantaneously. Now, with Bitcoin being so bogged down, with all the blocks being filled up, then I'll either use like Litecoin or I'll use Ethereum usually, or use ETH. And now with ETH bogged down, the Ethereum network so bogged down, and Bitcoin so bogged down, I end up having to buy Ethereum Classic for the first time. I've never had any Ethereum Classic, and ended up having to use that to transfer that over to these exchanges and then sell it for Bitcoin and then buy what I wanted. That's how ridiculous it's getting, guys. I mean, it's kind of madness, but let's look at this wallet a little bit more here. So the thing that's kind of tough about installing this is, again, you have to have Java runtime environment. And then when it comes up, it just asks you for a key. It'll ask you for a key, and you have to generate like a new seed. And so here's the commands to do that for Linux and for Mac, or you can use this tool here through this link. But that's not very intuitive for someone who's just coming to it. Also, at first it wouldn't connect. It just had the logo like here, and I'm just looking at this kind of bluish background, and I'm like, is something happening? And it had CPU down here, and it had some percentage, and I'm like, maybe it's trying to catch up or something. I don't know what's going on. And then I realized like it popped up and said it wasn't connected to a node or something. So I went here to edit node configuration and then picked a different node, because some of them almost like they don't work, the connection wasn't that good. And then it ended up giving me the ability to, to put a seed in there that I generated and saved. You have to save that seed or you won't ever remember this. But right now I'm not able to transfer anything here because Binance has the withdrawals. But if you look at all these other exchanges, there's really nowhere to turn. Like all these, this Coin Falcon, something screwed up with it. They have these asterisks by Coin One. So there's all these issues. This one looks sketchy. This one doesn't really want US customers on. Bitfinex kicked US customers off. So you only really have Binance as an option, and it was super bogged down and you can't do withdrawals. So that's why I only ended up buying 10 or almost 11, but I was just like, this is wacky. It was going for like 580 over on Binance, and then it was showing a lot less over here because of these wacky exchanges and stuff. So I'm just going to let this thing calm down. I don't know if it's going to catch Bitcoin Cash or not, but it got a far lead away from Ripple. And I just think it was just severe FOMO. And everybody's rushing in just to at least take a piece, because it's like a lot of this stuff, it's so complex and so hard to understand what the potential of it is. I mean, on a conceptual matter, I can see the potential of it, but I just think they're so far away from that, because right now, this type of wallet and this type of system they have set up is not something that would be able to run on some kind of internet connected device, some kind of smart home appliance or something like that. It's not going to really run. And they do address that actually. So again, I kind of feel like maybe we're going to see some kind of pullback, and hopefully they get on some more exchanges and kind of free that up. But anyway, guys, tell me if you guys are playing CryptoKitties. I want to know if anybody's making money off of this. And have a good night. Follow me on all social media at Brian Phobos, Twitter, Instagram, Steemit, YouTube. See you guys later.